Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Analyze Doug is in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to have you. Hoorah. Hello, everybody. See, we have a good conversation today. All right, all right. Dang it. I can't believe I missed the Cassacious. Looking forward to the next conversation. You will be, buddy. We're going to do another one. Not of her, but we'll cover another one. Annie's in the house. Hey, I'm here, not late. Laughing out loud. Oh, good deal, Annie. Good deal. Oleg. Oleg is in the house. Hi, Didi and Chad. I am on time. You and Annie are on the ball, without a doubt. What's going on? Bible, red, white, and blue hearts. Good to have you, Bible. Welcome in. Deb, hi, just got on. Hoorah, Semper Fi, Deb. Good to have you. Good to have you. Madeline, Marie, you said call me Marie. Marie is in the house. Hi, DD. Good to have you, Marie. AZ Sunshine, hello, everyone. Good to have you. Wow, you guys are on it today. Good deal. All right, everybody. We are going to have a conversation today, and it's going to be about literally everybody knows Derrick Callella went to court today and he pleaded. He did plead. Now we want to know what exactly does that mean in the big grand scheme of things. So that's what we're going to cover today. Tiger, hello from Florida. Good to have you, Tiger. Catco, hello, friends. Annie, what a crazy day at court, without a doubt. All the streamers were out there. Kelly girl on fire. Good afternoon, Dee. Good afternoon, Kelly girl on fire. Granny Jackie, good afternoon. This sounds bad, but I'm actually disappointed that Derrick Callella is not involved in Nancy's disappearance. I thought he'd go to court today and we'd wrap this case up. God, that would be nice, Granny, no doubt. Without saying no doubt. That would be nice. Tiger, where does the case go now? We're going to cover that right now, Tiger. Just waiting for my mods. April's in the house. All right, let's get started. So today, Derrick Callella went to court in Tucson, federal court, and he pleaded guilty. So what does that mean in the big grand scheme of things? Well, in the big grand scheme of things, going straight for the jugular here, basically, he got 10 years probation. Okay, 10 years probation. Tiger, that may have threatened him. They could have, Tiger. Very well. Good point. Man, you guys are on it today. Good point. I am not ruling him out to be involved. No, not a chance, April. Not yet. Marie says, I missed it all. Oh, shucks. Well, here's the deal. So he got 10 years of probation. Okay. And his court is going to be, I believe, September the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. September the 10th. That's when they're actually going to make that final, if the judge wants to accept it or not. That was what the prosecutor and him, they pleaded out for that. 10 years, literally 10 years probation. That means you can't have anything go wrong within those 10 years. Otherwise, they can charge you, basically throw the book at you, and you're going to the pen because you cannot have anything once you're on paper. So he would be on paper for 10 years. Do I think he's going to make it? Probably not. I'm sure he will do something, whatever that may be. I'm sure he'll probably do it, in my opinion, because maybe that's just how he rolls. However, September 10, 2026 is when they're scheduled. That's when the sentencing will be official because the judge will either accept the prosecutor's uh, um, suggestion, whatever, that they give him 10 years. Judge doesn't have to go with it. He can say, no, 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 we're not doing that. Normally, the judges will go with the prosecutors, without a doubt, usually. But there has been some occasions where they don't. So that kind of leaves it open there a little bit. Caroline on fire says, me neither, April. Tiger, Oleg, I don't rule anybody out. Without a doubt. Well said, Tiger. Marie says, hey, Oleg, love. Tiger, he looked high today. Probably had to be high to keep his composure, in my opinion. He failed the drug test today. What the F? Just goes without saying, right? And do you think he's going to make it for 10 years on probation on paper? I don't think so. I really don't. But that remains to be seen. Could prove us all wrong. April A&T does not want to go to court. If a plea deal, the ones prosecuting would have had to agree to it. That is correct. That is correct. Marie, probation, he got a sweet deal there. I wonder why. Very good point, Marie. Very good point. Click that like, everybody. Click the like. Get the algorithms going. Let's get it, everybody. Oleg, Marie, L, hello, DD and Chad. L's in the house, everybody. April does not want to go to court. No, he doesn't want to go to court. You're exactly 100% right, April. L, press, hit the like button, everyone. Share the stream out. We got to start sharing that stream out to everybody. Catco 1985. So, what does it really mean? Well, it means that he can't get in any trouble. Come September the 10th, the judge will make that final decision on whether he wants to go with the prosecutor's recommendation that he's going to do 10 years probation. That's one. Two, they're not really going to tell you if he did work out a plea or not. Okay, like if he's working with, let's just say, if hypothetically he was working with the feds, they're not going to tell you anyway. You know what I mean? The feds are not going to say, oh, yeah, by the way, this is the thing. He went ahead and pleaded to 10 years on probation, and he also agreed to work with us. They're not going to say that, okay? So the notion that anybody thinks that there couldn't be any way that he's working with the feds is crazy, okay? Because he very well could be working with the feds. It's just a matter of they're not going to tell you because this is an ongoing investigation. So they're not going to put his ass in the line of fire. They're not going to put their case in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think outside the box. They're not telling you. Now, do I think that he's working for them? Honestly, I really don't know. I really don't know. 10 years seems kind of soft for 2 felony crimes. It seems really, really soft to me, in my opinion. Seems like he should have got a little bit of jail time, if not more jail time, for 2 felonies. I don't care if they're the lowest form of felonies. Just because of his track record and his past, he should have got more than that, in my opinion. However, does not mean he is not working for the FBI. They're not going to tell you if he is or not. He did plead, okay? He did plead to 10 years probation. September the 10th will come around, and then the judge will say whether he accepts it or not. Let's just hypothetically say that if he does go ahead and decides he's working, let's just say he's working with the feds. Well, they got up to September 10th before he actually gets sentenced, right? By the judge, wherever the judge decides if he's going to accept that plea. So by the September 10th, July, August, he's got about roughly month, 2 months, roughly somewhere in there, where they can get a lot of knowledge from him during that time. So let's not kid ourselves. But does it look bad? I'm not sure what anybody expected was going to happen today. Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know what I expected was going to happen. The fact of the matter is, there's no way the feds are going to tell you whether they're working with him or not. It's just not going to do it. Okay, that's a for sure. Let me read these comments real quick. If anybody got any opinions about that so far, please say it out there so we can answer those questions. Tiger says and threaten his life. Christina Fortunato is in the house. Good to have you, Christina. Hi, good to have you, my friend. Marie and Ketko. Marie, he's talked like a canary, in my opinion. He very well could have, no doubt. I'm not ruling it out. Catgo, I think DC is a dumb criminal. Can't have said that better myself, Catgo. Tiger, straight to rehab today. Straight to rehab. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You're going straight to rehab. L, agree, Catgo. And here's the thing, everybody. What if he went to rehab, and that's a good place to keep him out of sight, out of mind from anybody? Has anybody thought of that little nugget there? Maybe he's going. We know why he's going to rehab, but the idea is that maybe, just maybe, it's a good thing. Keep him out of sight, out of mind. Just saying, got to think outside the box, everybody. Tiger, he still knows something. They are still putting this case together, without a doubt. Tiger, they're not giving up on this case. They're still putting this thing together. He may well fit in this puzzle somewhere, in my opinion. He still knows something. Marie says exactly. He's talking and give up info. Catco 1985. How you going to do all that and have all of his info linked? Yeah, that's like I said, they can make a lot of things look the way they want to just to protect him. Not saying they did or not, meaning the FBI. Not saying they did or not. I'm just saying they're not going to tell you if he's working with them or not, irregardless. You know, that would be crazy. Okay, so the idea that he pleaded to 10 years probation to me for 2 felonies sounds like a slap in the hand. What did we say with Kayla Day when she pleaded, right? And she got like 6 months or something to that effect. That, just got to think outside the box and remember everything else that's going on around it. Catco, I don't think he was involved. I'm in the minority ATM. But I think he's doing silly things because he's on drugs and making bad choices. That is a fact, L. Well said. That's a good opinion, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, if we were betting here, everybody, would I throw all my chips that he is a part of this? I can't say I would throw my chips or not, but I tell you this, I'm sure as hell not going to turn my head off of him because I think he very well could have be something to do with this. Okay, just my opinion. Marie, 1985. How are you doing today, my friend? Says Marie to L, including TMZ, who's still writing to make a documentary. Says L. Marie, I'm hanging in there. This heat. Hope you're doing well. So now the fact is, we know, I can tell you, they're not going to tell you. We just know that he accepted a plea deal with the prosecutor for 10 years of probation. Now, 10 years doesn't seem like anything. But if you're someone like him, meaning his past record and his past history, there was 10 years a reason for why they made it a decade long. Because a decade long is a long time. And if he even think about it, what happens, let's say, when he gets out of his whatever rehab, he makes a mistake. Now he's going to prison, right? Stupid choice. Let's just say he makes a mistake. I tell you right now, I think he will make a mistake. And then he's going to have to know something. They may have him, for a better lack of words, caught in the corner if you think outside the box. So the other thing is that there's nothing that anything that says he is working with the feds. Okay, there's nothing out there that says that. Just because he pleaded and they went ahead and offered 10 years of probation doesn't mean it just means that's what they pleaded to. You know, once again, I'm still saying you can't. That seems kind of weak of a consequence for his two felonies. I'm just saying, and I'm sticking with that. Not saying anything more than that. Marie, it's been a mess. So much going on. No real answers. Right, 1985. It's confusing everything. Tiger, morons at TMZ. Marie, oh no, it's terrible, isn't it? Jeep taking rest love. And why did A or T answer him and not yet he was a fraud and not yet if he was a fraud? Very good point, April. L, Harvey is trying too hard, in my opinion, says L. Marie, yeah, this heat wave is no joke. Maybe it's getting to Harvey. Maybe the heat wave is actually getting to him. I'm just saying, my opinion. In the U.S. right now, Tiger, he knows A&T. That's a no doubt for me. He has to know AT&T because they have the same manager for his band and Tommaso's band. Okay, so we know that Mojito is their manager. They had to know each other or at least cross paths with one another. I can't stand Harvey. Gets on my nerves, says Marie. Lake Life is in the house. If it's correct, yes, you can find Tommaso's number on the internet. Well said, Lake. Tiger, Harvey looks homeless. Harvey reminds me of, just my opinion, Harvey reminds me of somebody that would be like on the Brady Bunch. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be Peter, but he would definitely could play or he wouldn't be Greg, but he could probably be a Peter or the other little guy, redheaded guy. Deb says he knew what he was doing when he looked at the phone number, etc., and sent that message. Why did he send to harass Auntie? Drugs really was an excuse because he did all that without a problem, said Deb. I agree with that. But here's the other thing that I agree with. The fact that literally he knows they know each other. They have to know each other because they have the same manager. It would be very odd that they don't know each other. Okay. They both played in the same areas of venues. Okay. So they had to cross paths at some point. But here's the thing. If let's say if he didn't have something to do with it, how will he ever be able to look at Tommaso and Annie in the eyes after knowing them and then trying to basically fraud them out of money, right? Capitalizing on somebody else's demise. That's crazy. That in itself is crazy. But in my opinion, just my opinion, you can find his number he has had, says Oleg. LDD wave and Harvey, right? He's definitely in the heat wave, no doubt. Or Lake, why did A&T say to him, not yet, not yet, the deposit Bitcoin? Interesting. Like 3 different sites have the same number listed for him. Correct, L. That is true. They his number can be gotten. I'm just not sure that, in my opinion, Callella is that smart enough to find it. Just saying, my opinion. Carolina girl. Wait, who said there was a response made to those texts? I don't know who said there was a response made to those texts. Tiger. Tiger. Feds can use him as a snitch now, without a doubt. And probably still are using him. And the only reason I say that is for the feds are not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you in the court proceedings of him pleading deal. If anything, in my opinion, just my opinion, it should be a shocker for everybody that the prosecutor was only offering 10 months of probation. That should be, that right there should federally should be literally a heads up on what the hell is really going on. Because to give him just 10 years probation, either A, they're going to know that he's lying, or B, they're going to know that he's going to make a mistake. Either or, one of those two is going to pan out. And they must know that. Because I just can't see 10 years of probation federally, 2 felonies. I don't see that. But it is possible. I just don't know. That ought to be the real question everybody's asking. Why did he only get 10 years probation? I mean, what did we say when Kayla Day, I said it earlier, when Kayla Day got 6 months, what did we say? There ain't no way in hell for all those charges she had, everything she done, there's no way in hell that she would have got that little of a less of a sentence if she did not go ahead and, agree for those low sentencing so she could go ahead and work. That was like the plea agreement. But they're not going to tell you. Why wouldn't this be the same thing? Why wouldn't this be the same exact thing? Think about it for a minute. I have no idea, April. When you asked the question, I checked it out. Thank you, L. Appreciate the gift, L. No, you're probably right, Late. There's probably his numbers are out there all over the place. No doubt about it. But the idea is that we literally said with Kayla Day that it was no way in heck she would have got that sweet of a deal, 6 months, literally, if she wasn't working with them. Why would we think that he, who got 10 years probation, that was justified? Why wouldn't it have been more? That's my question. That's just my question. Everybody has a question. Keiko says, Harvey just sleazy out, clout chaser. 35 in the chat and 16 likes. Click that like, everybody. Get that rhythm and going. Let's make it happen. We were just up to 48. Let's get it going, everybody. Can we get the likes up, please? Tiger, feds can use him as a snitch now, without a doubt. Norma, thank you. 857. Catco, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate you, Catco. Thank you for supporting the channel. UNL, appreciate you guys. Catco, analyze. Doug says, confidential informant. He can't get to Nancy, but he can get to the drugs and players, in my opinion. That's a good point, Doug. That's a very good point. He may know, even if, let's just say he wasn't involved, he may know exactly who was involved. But I'm not so sure it's that simple on the big picture just to say that he has nothing to do with anything. That makes no sense, everybody. Okay? Not that he has nothing to do with it. He may not have nothing to do with this. My point is to only get 10 years probation with his criminal record, get 10 years probation on 2 felonies. You're telling me he's going to get 10 years? I just don't buy that. I would be asking the question more, like I said earlier, why did he only get that? And why did the prosecutor only suggest that? Well, I can tell you why they probably suggested it. But it ain't going to go, it's going to go against the grain of what we're saying here, or some of us are saying. Confidential informant, Marie says, yes, hit them likes, everybody. Bridget, South like any. Tommaso and Derrick are claiming they didn't know each other. That's ridiculous. And the authorities can't prove they did. Good point, Bridget. Doug, I'm with you there. I agree. They very well may be using him to get info, even if not involved, without a doubt. 9-second Bitcoin call from DC to A&T. It just sounds like ridiculous. L, thank you again for the jewels. L sent the other jewels in. Thank you so much, L. Thank you for supporting the channel. Des, why probation? Just put him in jail so you know what he's doing. Well said, Deb. April, thank you, L. Marie, he's spilling tea on what he knows, but it's about drugs or other info. I don't know, but it's fishy. Without a doubt, it just don't make sense. It doesn't fit. And that's exactly when it doesn't fit to you, it sure as hell don't fit to me. But if it doesn't fit to you, we definitely got a problem. Tiger, that's what I think. Catco sent 100 Jules. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Catco. Tiger, still building the case. Walls are starting to crack, without a doubt. Without a doubt. L, have enjoyed today in the streams, even with everything going on and all the chaos with the case. Or little family has bonded. No doubt about it, everybody. Thank you so much, Ketko, for supporting the channel. Without a doubt. Thank you. Lake, that's probably why the judge sent him to rehab. Probably witness protection. That's what I said earlier. That's exactly what I'm thinking. What if they put him in there just to keep him out of sight, out of mind, and keep him away from people that may want to hurt him and more? Well said, Lake. L. Doug, agree again, as long as he doesn't mess up, in my opinion. And I'm telling you, once he gets out, he's, in my opinion, it's in his nature to mess up. I'm just saying. Marie L. 1985. Yes, you're right. We all seem to have bonded certain channels, without a doubt. Catgo, you welcome 1985. Defi, enjoy DD's channel. Enjoy all of you, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate every one of you. L, his parents seem like good people for what I could tell. I feel bad for his parents, without a doubt, because it's not. I mean, the parents can only do so much, right? They can only do so much. April, the band connection is already a fact, without a doubt. L, Marie and Kat go 100%. It's great. Marie L 1985. Amen, love. Catgo, got to get DD to show me how to catch walleyes one day when I go up there to Ohio. That can very well happen, Catgo. Very well could happen. Late. I've got to go. Grandson just played his hand open. Oh, please no. Yeah, get him healed. Get him fixed. No doubt. Take care, Lake. Good luck. Hope everything goes well. Thank you for being here and thank you for your opinions, because your opinions do matter in this channel. April, thank you, Catco. Hello, DD, says Marianne. Hello, Marianne. Good to have you. Catco, Ohio, no lake. Oh, yes. Marianne, hello, chat. And Doug says, by pleading guilty, he remains solid and not known as a snitch. Otherwise, he becomes useless to LE. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, Doug. No doubt about it. In my opinion, this is a setup for infiltration. Pleading innocent would have labeled him a snitch. I mean, guys, this is all over the internet, right? So they have, I mean, with everybody covering this, all the streamers that are covering this, and all the news stations that are, well, some of the news stations that are covering them, even TMZ, the idea is that you don't want to put his name out there that he is working with the Fed. So, A, they're not going to tell you that in court. They're not going to, yeah, he's working with us. That's where we're going to give him a plea deal. No, the question goes, we're giving him this less of a plea for 10 years probation with the criminal history record? I don't know how that works. I mean, I thought his criminal history record was pretty long, in my opinion. I thought that's what it was from what I saw, but you never know. Oh, Lake Life. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Prayers. Lake, hello, Marianne. Marie. Oh no, Lake, hope it's okay, love. April. Oh no, Lake, hoping he will. DD, yes, statistically, he will probably mess up without a doubt. Without a doubt, because that's who he is. I'm just saying that is who he is. Bible, DC still has to go to court about the ransom charge. Today was a telecommunication charge. More to come, without a doubt, Bible. There's still more to come, no doubt. Doug, as a CI, he will get a pass on possession and use charges in the future. As long as he's giving good intel, is that what I would have done as an FBI? Well said, Doug. Well said. Lake, thanks. Running cold water over it. Now he definitely will need stitches. Be safe and drive safe if you got to go get him some stitches. Marie, I'm sure he will mess up within months, laughing out loud, without a doubt. I call it Ohio. Did he got you, cat? Go Ohio, Ohio. California girl on fire. April, do you? I'm sorry, Cali girl on fire. Cali girl on fire. April, do you have source, please, on who said AT responded to the text? Thank you so much. Thank you. April, we covered the call. Briggs, what what would T say? They don't know each other when they do. Think about that. D Briggs, what would T say if they don't know each other and then they do? How could you do this to me, you piece of you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At some point, they're going to intertwine. Deb, praise flags. L experienced that recently with my son Lake Fire. He cut his finger with a boxing knife at school. Hope he heals quickly. Man, maybe you can put. Maybe they can put some of that. What do they call it? That bonding glue where you just put that strip and it heals on its own. Oh my lord, God, that gives me the cringes when I hear little ones or anyone getting the cuts like that. Marie, I agree 100%. April, Cali girl, Didi will know. Kara, good morning, everyone. L, hello, Kara, welcome in. Cali girl, April, he said he did not know who said it, and I can't find it. What we were talking about in the case, Cali girl on fire, what we said in the call, we gave an example of how it may have come out. Okay, how that conversation would have played. We were trying to get an idea of what could have taken up in 9 seconds, and we got it down to like 9.5 seconds in our theory as of him calling. What could he have said to make up 9 seconds? And so that's probably where everything came from. But the idea is there like actual official responses? No. Then that would literally say he's guilty as sin. But when we were talking about it, we were talking about literally a scenario on what he could have said in 9 seconds to fit in those 9 seconds. And so that's a dry run. That's all it was. It wasn't anything that we knew without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah, there is nothing that I know of that is for a fact, but we were playing it in when he called for that 9 seconds. What could he have said in 9 seconds? And so it was, hey, did you get my message? Hey, you get my message? No, why are you calling me? Did you get the Bitcoin? No, don't call me again. We came out to about 9.5 seconds. That's what how long somebody could have talked like that in that fashion. Bible, Kara here, Kako for you, Sun Lake. Prayers always. Tiger, he is feeding them into for this case. Without a doubt. L, I would suspect that FBI would have looked into the connection, in my opinion. Without a doubt. No doubt about it. Cali girl on fire says, okay, I got it. Theory. Thank you for explaining. No problem. That we covered that, oh God, a while ago on one of our live streams. We were trying to fit in what the words would actually be if in fact what could he have said within that frame time. And that was what we came up with. And it was nine. That's what I came up with in 9.5 seconds. So it's going to be something. It may not be exactly, but it's going to be something was said, right? It wasn't, hello, this is Derrick. How have you been all my life? But you get the drift. I'm just kidding. You get the drift. You know what's going on. April point is DC was arrested for Bitcoin calls to A&T without a doubt. Well said, April. April, and it was only a 9-second call. Exactly, without a doubt. So you got to ask yourself, what could have been said in those 9 seconds? Without a doubt. Well said. Tiger, that's why it's plea. You have to give to receive. Think about it, without a doubt. Psychic Writer, hey gang, what's going on? Psychic Writer, good to have you, my friend. So now we have established that he got 10 years probation. We know he's probably going to mess up. Once again, what does that really say about this plea? Guys, ladies, I'm just going to tell you straight up. Doesn't say a whole hell of a lot. It really doesn't. Yes, it said that the prosecutor said that they would recommend 10 years. He agreed to that. So now it goes on September the 10th. The judge will have to say if he accepts that or not. Usually they do. But here's the thing. If he's working with them, they're not going to tell you. So what did really this come out to be? Honestly, just everybody to get out and have this conversation. That's really what it amounts to, is having this conversation, because the reality is it really doesn't answer anything. Okay? It really doesn't. No FBI on this case is going to come out and say, yep, we got him. He's going to talk to us. That's absurd, right? On his face, that's absurd. So could he still be working with them? It's a very high probability. Yes, absolutely. Just because he pleaded to that doesn't mean that he has nothing to do with this case. That doesn't mean that he has nothing to do with it. He may not have anything to do with it. But hell, we could say that about every one of them that looks like they have some type of how can I say, some type of motive as to why, or some type of it just looks very not good, I guess is the best way to put it. Good evening, Devil Dog, says Brenda Peckerpaw. Good to have you, Brenda. L, you don't have to necessarily give information to get a plea deal, in my opinion. You don't. You don't have to give information to get a plea deal. That is correct, L, 100%. You don't have to give a plea deal. You really don't. But the idea that with somebody with the criminal history that he has, somebody who has literally done these things in the past, someone had brought up a while back ago, not a while, but about a few days ago on our lives, that he had tried this before with someone else to try to take him by force. Didn't that come out somewhere, or did I not hear that correctly? Please, someone tell me, because I think I heard that somewhere, that he had tried to, for better lack of words, I'm not going to say the words, but for better lack of words, that he tried to kidnap someone else. Isn't that something that we've heard or somebody brought up? DD, I understand DC got 5 years probation, and then I heard he was going to rehab. Well, the rehab was because he was high when he came in. I also heard his sentencing is in September. Did I hear that right? You heard it right. They gave him 10 years. Okay, they gave him 10 years. I don't know where the 10 years is, what is in the internet, but that may not be correct. It may be 5 years. And if it's even 5 years, that's more of a Jesus, God, why not just let him go free, right? If it's 5 years, just let him go. But on the internet, it was saying they gave him 10. But if it is 5, that's even more of a red flag for me, because how in the hell do you give somebody 5 years probation for 2 felony counts? I don't care if they're at the lowest form. As far as the rehab, I think it's because he was high when he came in. I could be wrong. I don't know. He has a drug issue, obviously, because they put him in rehab. And September, you're right. In September the 10th is when the judge will go ahead and accept that plea deal from the prosecutor, whether he'll accept it or not. Alley Cat, I hope I answered your questions there, Marianne. Hello, everyone. Did we hear Sheriff Nano's interview from yesterday? I didn't hear anything from him. If you got information, let it fly. Let it fly, Alley Cat. We want to hear it. L, hello, Brenda. Good to see ya. L, Ellie, I heard it on JLR, yes, or parts of it because I was distracted, laughing out loud. Brenda, L, 1985, big hugs. Marianne, yes, Ellie Cat, I did. April, Marianne, then what is the plea deal? What is the plea deal, Marianne? Do we know exactly what the plea deal? Because I'm hearing 10 years. I'm not hearing, I'm reading 10 years. Let me see here. Let me go back. Let me go back. I am reading. Give me 1 second, everybody. Keep it going. Keep the live going, everybody. Callella pleaded guilty to both federal counts, transmitting a demand for ransom in interstate commerce and using a telecommunication device with intent to abuse, threaten, or harass. As part of the plea deal, he is expected, there you go, he is expected to receive 10. It didn't say he got 10, it didn't say he is expected to get 10. I think he may have gotten 5 then, if that's the case. He was expected to receive 10 years of probation when he is sentenced. Sentencing has been scheduled for September the 10th, 2026. So that's where we're at. That's what I have, but it may be different. So what do you got, Ellie? Psychic Writer says, hi, Brenda. Let's see where we're at here, everybody. No, you may be right, Marianne. You may be right. It may only be 5, but what the internet said was they expected that it was like 10 years, but that was it. They did say expected, which means it's not a for sure. So it may have been 5, but going by that, that's what it was saying. So even then, 5 years, my God, that's a red flag bigger than big. You know what I mean? That's a real big red flag. But the idea that he is going to court on September the 10th, and that's when the judge is either going to accept that plea deal or not, whatever that plea deal is. It's either 5 or 10 years, depends, I guess, on what site you look at. Psychic Writer, okay, here we go. Yes, definitely wouldn't say if he did agree to informant Marie. Okay, where we at here? I just want to make sure I'm at the right spot, guys. Okay. Yes, okay. There you go. Psychic. Hi, Brenda. Brenda, April. A plea deal is a reduced sentence. That is correct. Marianne, that's why I'm so confused, April. Tiger, walls are closing in. We'll use him as witness later. L, thank you, DD, for clarifying that. That's what I thought. He could be accepting a plea deal in exchange for pleading guilty. And that plea deal that's given is by the prosecutor. So the prosecutor has to agree with his attorney that that's what they're recommending because they're going to recommend that to the judge. The judge has to decide whether he wants to accept that or not. You know what I mean? April, but how does that happen, Brenda, in my question? Marie, they are not going to say anything because it's him agreeing to be an informant. But to me, it screams sweetener deal for his info. I mean, that's usually how it works. Federal's never going to, no one, when you're working a CI, confidential informant, you're not going to know that the cops are working with him. Even if he goes to court and he has charges, they're going to wait to submit those charges or they're going to issue the charges and get him to either cooperate or not. You know, I just find it very hard to see that he's only getting probation for 2 felony crimes. That I mean, that's usually how it operates. But I don't know. Brenda, psychic writer, big hugs. L, they don't have to waste more resources if he pleads guilty to continue to go back to court. Correct, correct. So he basically has said he will either take the 5 or 10 years. I don't know. It's going to be one of those 5 or 10 years. You know, I did think that now that you mentioned it, Marianne, that it was said maybe 5 years. They were talking about it when they were reading it, or maybe I don't know. I have to go back and look at their site and see exactly what they were given. If somebody can look that up for me, let me know, please. Let us all know so we can all know what we got. Please do me that favor. Someone look up to see what exactly was he given today as a plea deal. So they settled on a plea deal of whatever. Now, when they go back to court on September 10th, the judge is going to decide whether he wants to accept that plea deal. And if he accepts it, then that's what he'll get. If he doesn't accept it, then they're going to hit him harder with charges. And maybe this is a stall tactic. This is a way maybe to get him to talk more. Maybe they know something and they're trying to pressure him. There could be so many different things. One thing's for sure, he's not out of the fire yet. That's a fact. He's not out of the fire yet, without a doubt. Because if he was, like you said, he would have just agreed and it'd be all over with, right? He would plead guilty and that's it. But he can't, because this was just about a plea deal, to hear the plea deal. Now it's going to be up to the judge whether he wants to accept it or not. L, they don't have to waste more money. L, hello, writer, psychic, Brenda Peckinpah, hello, love, good to see you, my love. Pressure, psychic writer, 1985, Brenda, April, the district attorney gives them an offer. That is correct. L, yes, they definitely wouldn't say if he did agree to an informant, Marie. Very true. April, the felony counts, his and Kayla Day were big time reduced, without a doubt. That is a fact. That is a fact. What they offered them was way below what they probably should have got. Okay, especially with their history, both of them, their criminal history, without a doubt. Very well said. Thank you, Didi. I just was no worries, Marianne. No worries. I'm glad you pointed that out. Nano's interview was on shift, on same shift, different. Oh, same shit, different day. Psychic writer. My bad. Nano's interview was same shit, different day. Oh, writer. Yes, it was a lot of talking with no useful information. Nothing helpful to the public. I know, Nanos. I know. Norma, writer. Yep, sad. L says, writer, yes, it was a lot of talking with no useful information. Marie, I'm thinking it's info from drug deals, etc. in California. Could be. Could very well be. No doubt. But they're not going to tell us one way or the other. That's for sure. Trying to see where we at because it jumped, everybody. Give me a sec. My gosh, man. All right, guys, I got to answer all these because there's so many that I'm behind. All right, everybody, let me get reading here. Nanos, interview with same shit, different day. Marie says, I'm thinking it's from a drug deal. Brenda Hartz, Ellie Cash, Sheriff Nano said that at least 2 or maybe 3 people have been arrested for the same talk, taking ransoms. Taking Ramsey's arrest made what? Yeah, he said that, but that was so confusing because I don't know of anybody else other than this one that they just dealt with on that. So, I mean, that's news to everybody. And I heard somebody else talk. I think that was in the interview room when they were talking about that. Brenda, love and hugs. Carolina girl, We will be in rehab. Will he be in rehab there in Tucson or back in California? They'll probably try to get it to the closest to his living area, I would think. It could be in Tucson, but something like that, I think they would probably get him closer to home. That's usually what judges try to do. Not know, don't know here where this is going, but yeah, for sure, that's a good question, no doubt about it. Thank you, Carolina girl, appreciate that. Tiger, Buffooninos, don't listen to him. He can't put a sentence together. Psychic Writer, looking it up now. Thank you, Psychic Writer. Marie, Psychic Writer, hello, lovely. Tiger, rehab is in Tucson. Okay, rehab is in Tucson. Tiger just came up with the info. It is in Tucson. Usually they try to get you closer to your home. Hey, maybe they didn't give a shit. Maybe 6 months and that shorter distance between Tucson and California, 8 hour drive or whatever from where he lives, maybe that's not that big to them anyway. Norma, big hugs. Alley Cat, I screen recorded it because I thought, well, we'll never see that interview on the TV. Laughing out. Without a doubt, well done, Alley Cat. Norma, I thought it was 5 years too. It might have been 5 years. It might have been 5 years. The 10 is what they said. When I reread it, it said that he would probably get the 10. That was my misread, my misspoken. But yeah, 5 years sounds like what they said because I think when Mark the Shark was reading it, he did say 5 years. Hi, Norma Lovey. Thanks, Tiger. Thank you for hitting the likes, everybody. All opinions are welcome, without a doubt. Thank you, L. That's what's great about the channel. We want to hear everyone's opinion, without a doubt. L, Marie, hello, and welcome. Nina's in the house. Hi, I just got my dog. Good deal, Nina. Tiger, 5 year probation. That's what I heard. Top 5 years. So it looks like it's 5 years. I stand corrected. I misspoke. My apologies. 1985. Brenda says, Nina, awesome. Hi, everybody, says Deb Niner. They say rehab. He probably having a drink with Luke Haley right now, without a doubt. Well said, April. Well said. Norma, welcome. Maurice to our chat. Good to have you. L, hello, Nina and Deb. Norma, hello, Deb. Good to have you here. Paige, I'm here. I made it. Good to have you, Paige. April, please like and subscribe, everybody. If you're not subscribed, be a subscriber. And if you are subscribed, be a member. Let's get it. Click that likes, everybody. Let's get them up. We got 42. Let's get them up. We need to catch up on that. Hit that like, hit the hearts, hit the emojis. Share the stream. Hello, Paige. Brenda, Paige, big hugs. Marianne, Alley Cat. When Nano said that, I was like, what? Yeah, because we only knew of one person. 5 years probation, Alley Cat. I emailed to you, TD. Thank you so much, Alley Cat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Marie. Hey, Paige, love. Hope you're having a good day. Norma, 5 years probation. St. John, good to have you. AC1, Plea. Yes, Marianne, 5 years probation and rehab. There you go. 5 years probation. I'll be honest, that's even more of a red flag. That's even more of a red flag because I guarantee you he's not going to make it out of probably 6 months before he catches because he's going to be on paper for 5 years. I guarantee you he's not going to. He's probably, in my opinion, he's not going to make it, and they probably know that. Deb Niner fan, sounds like Derrick doesn't know A&T. All his info went along with the proof of the FBI had on him. He gets 5 years as that counts on concurrent. Plus, he went into rehab immediately. Nanos, hello, Marianne. Nina, okay, everyone, I need a dog name. She is not responding to name. They said, can we all help me out, Didi, with a dog name that is Christian? A dog that is Christian. Oh, that's a good one. Think about that, everybody. If you can think about that, help her out. I will think as well. Marianne, hello, Norma. L, his parents said everyone will get the help they need. The statement was strange to me. I have to admit. Yeah, he needs a lot more than help. Just say my opinion. Brenda, Marianne Nano said that back 2 months ago when they found out the ransom notes were fake, before they weren't fake, before they were true, and then they weren't true, right? Man, you can't keep this people straight. Nina, what about Bailey? Bailey, Page. In Ohio, there's a separate sentencing after a pre sentencing investigation by the judge. It covers past history and other issues. And that's something that's very true, Paige, and that's something they're probably going to look at as they go down that road. I'm unsure what you're asking, Nina, says Al. She's asking for somebody to come up with a name for her dog, preferably a Christian name, biblically named, Christian name. Marianne, the FBI did charge two people with extortion. Okay, I did not know that. Who were the people? I don't even know that. Marianne, no, he didn't. He said it on a new interview. He said it on a new interview. Brenda, Marianne, yes, he was repeating himself. Nina M says, I need help, Brenda, finding a name for my dog. St. John, DD, do you think he could really be in a protection thing? I mean, it would explain them putting him in there, other than he has drug issues, obviously. Um, but it could be a twofold. I mean, do I think it's possible? I mean, this whole case is so strange because you just don't know what angle they're going with, or what are they thinking of. But do I honestly think that it could be really a protection thing? Hmm. It's possible. Hmm, I would say probably not. If truth be told, I would say probably not. But just as much as I'm leaning probably not, it could probably be so. Like, I never thought he would just get 5 years probation on two felony counts. I mean, but I would say probably not, Saint John Bay, baby. I would probably say not, in my opinion. Marie, Nina, call her Nancy. There you go, Deb. For me, I'm glad Derrick is now in rehab, as it seems he is in need of it. Without said, good. That's a good point there, Deb. Paige, he got probation because he sang. L, hello, St. John. Nina, consultant, cool Nancy. How about Guthrie? That would work. I mean, hey Guthrie, come here. Hey Guthrie. Hey Guthrie. Hello Guthrie. Hey Guthrie, come here Guthrie. Yeah, I'm not sure how that flies, but hey, it's your dog, Guthrie. Nina, cool, Nancy, Brenda, Deb, 500 fan, totally agree with you 100%. Tiger, I heard 5 years. There you go. It's 5 years. We have now stated it's 5 years. Marie, Nina, yay, sounds good. Try them both. Brenda, Paige, I wouldn't doubt that in the least. St. John's, hi L, Tiger, 5 years. Bible, if he goes to rehab in Arizona, he got to be to keep him close to the investigation. That's a very good point, Bible. I didn't think about that. Very good point. Well said. That's a very good point. You want to keep him close so that you can keep tabs on him and keep having that conversation. Very good point, Bible. Very good point. I like that. Paid 5 years probation is what he was sentenced to because he told them the truth. Psychic Writers, just check 5 years. Thank you, Psychic Writer. Appreciate you. Marie, agree page. April, RN is from California too. RN. DC has already done the deed and it's over unless he violates his probation. Well, now the judge has to accept that, right? Because the judge has to accept that, as in, if he doesn't accept that, then that deal is not it's not going to happen. So the judge has to accept that on September the 10th before it's a done deal. Ellicat, let me know. Yeah, you are the best. You all are the best. Brenda, Bible, I totally agree with you. But if he still does drugs, he will be kicked out of rehab. The problem is that some news sources are reporting 10 years. That's what I've been hearing, and that's what I thought I heard. But you know what? It's all good. 5 years is good. 5 years is just a higher red flag for me. In all honesty, I think without a doubt, we can't say that he is definitely like not working with the FBI because, yeah, that just doesn't seem right. It seems kind of off there, to be honest. The streamers that were in the courtroom said Derrick gets the 5 years probation running running concurrent. So is that 10 years, five for each count? The streamers that were in the courtroom said Derrick gets the 5 years probation running concurrent. Well, when you run concurrent, you're running one charge after the other, correct? So would that be 10 years? Let me know, Deb. I want to know. Because that's usually what concurrent means. They run them back to back. Tiger could get 2 years in prison. Also, could get 2 years in prison. Also, I still think he's working. I mean, I can't say that. I still think there's a good possibility that he may be working with the feds, in my opinion. Just an opinion. Deb, 100% yes. Tiger, Deb, that is correct. Brenda, Paige, I can see him breaking probation. Paige, Tiger, yes, when he violates his probation, because he will, without a doubt. April, okay, he got 5 years probation. We stand corrected. Thank you. Appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for searching that. Awesome. And that's why everybody's opinion matters, because we help each other get it right. Man, I think I'm catching up. And then Nina, what about these names? Good Christian names. Chloe, Faith. Faith is a good name. Hello, Faith. Hello, Faith. I like Faith. Abigail. Abigail, come here, Abigail. That's too much. Faith. Faith is pretty small. Foey. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think that any one of them that you like would work. Hearts. Hearts puts Brenda, Marie. That's more to this than we will find out. But it is strange. Someone with his record and the crime he's committed, it doesn't make sense. Without a doubt, Marie. Thank you. Totally agree. 110%. Paige, I agree with Dog that DC will not complete the 5 year probation successfully. I just don't see that happening, guys. St. John's baby said Isaiah, or Moses. There you go. There you go. Deb, not a fan. I think we need to think positive when it comes to Derrick and pray rehab works for him. Everyone needs support at times. That's true, Deb. That's true. That is true. Well said. Good point. Marie, he told them the truth for a lighter sentence, although the judge could renege on the DA. Judge did not. Norma Grace, that's a pretty name. Gracie, that's a pretty name. Gracie, come here, Gracie. Yeah, that's a name I would like there too. Gracie. Who likes name Shiloh? Nah, doesn't do it for me. Lower Jews could get longer and put in prison for a lot lesser charge, even a made up charge. Well said, Marie. Well said. If that doesn't answer everything, I don't know what does, everybody. Good job, Marie. Brendan Peckapall, did Niner fan one totally agree with you? But sometimes people choose drugs over being clean. Angel or princess. There you go. There's another couple good ones, says Bible. Brenda, Nina, how about Angel? I really like Gracie. Boy or girl? Nina, Dee, you think Shiloh is a good name? I think Shiloh's a good name. I mean, it just in like Shiloh, Gracie. Is it a boy or a girl? That someone asked that earlier. Psychic writer asked, is it a boy or girl? Because that's gonna, if Shiloh would be good for a boy, Gracie would be good for a girl, in my opinion. Hey, Brenda, turn down the probation in felony course so I could keep using. Nina, girl, then I would go with Gracie, in my opinion. L. Marie, it's wild, but I'm very sure his charge will be dropped without a doubt. You're talking about Juice's charge. That's without a doubt. But it just goes to show you how he could get a bigger sentence than what Callella got. Unreal. I get what you're saying, no doubt. April, Nina, I like the name. Ocean Ways is in the house, everybody. Ocean Ways. Hi, DD. Good to have you, Ocean Ways. Welcome in, Bridget. L, is the dog a girl or it's a girl? It's a girl. I think that's what she said. It's a girl. L, hello, Ocean, Brenda, Paige. I'm sorry because I have been clean now 35 years. I would never go back using ever. L, Bridges, she says it's a girl. Paige, went to Marysville, Ohio, reformatory for women for 1 year, flat time, which equals 8 months, 14 days. I was 26. It was my first time in prison of 3 times total lifetime. Deb Niner, Derrick got caught right away because he isn't smart criminal. His IP showed where he lived, plus his email address. Yes, had his own name on it. Now, come on, guys. Yeah, no doubt. Well said. Yeah, because I forgot about that. His IP address had where he lived. His email was a part of his name. I mean, all that information, like it wasn't trying to hide it that who he was calling. I mean, who does that? Maybe the porch guy. The porch guy does that. I mean, come on. That's yeah, no doubt. Well said. Well said, Deb Niner fan. Ocean Ways, L, Nina, laughing out loud, DD, Av, Av, Aviva, Aviva means spring, fresh and light yell, short, unique. Saw sounds Delilah. Delilah's a pretty name. I like Delilah. That's a pretty name. Delilah. There's a lot of floral, gentle tone. Delilah does sound good. Um, is that Aviva? Aviva means spring. Yeah, Delilah. That would be a good name, guys. I think so. Nina. Hey, 1993 psychic writer Nina, wife of Moses. Nina, that's a pretty name. Nina, come here, Nina. That's a pretty name. Marie, 1995. Yeah, I'm positive he will love. I'm just brain farting thinking of the two charges and worlds apart, but punishment is world away. It's weird. Without a doubt, Mary. I agree. Jacqueline's in the house. Hello, safe travels. Happy 4th of July, everybody. You got it. L, off topic. Guthrie is cute. In my opinion, hey, my son named my dog Clyde. That's a good name. Clyde. I like that. Nina, good one. Psychic. L, Marie definitely doesn't make sense. I agree. Psychic writer, hi Marie. L, Hi, Jacqueline. Happy 4th of July to all as well. Jacqueline, Brenda, how about the names Stargazer? Yeah, too corny. Jacqueline, I haven't had a drink of liquor in 30 years. That's a good deal. It's not good for you. April, Jack, try to go out and come back in. April, if buffering. Deb, it is 5 years for each count, but his sentence is running concurrent. Okay, I got you. I got you. Thank you, Deb. Nina, I like Shiloh. How about that, everyone? Shiloh's a good name. I like that. That's okay. That'll work. That'll work. Deb, 5 years. They run them the same. Got you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Deb. But he lives in California. He may have info of something in California. Very possible. Devil Dog, yes, that's one charge after the other. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate that. Concurrency is same time consecutive. 5 plus 5. Marie, beautiful Nina. April, Chad is on fire again. Topic is open. Topic. Didi will get to your comment. Thank you. If your dog is totally up to you, says Marianne. I just Googled it and it says he was sentenced to 2 years probation today. Wow, that's a lot of years probation. Concurrent means serving simultaneously at the same time. Thank you, Bible. Jacqueline, facts. According 10 years probation according to Google. Nina, consultant, laughing out loud. Didi. Jacqueline, with the smiles. Paige. Brenda, Paige. Yeah, I just saw that. The mystery. I just saw that myself laughing out loud. Streamers that were there said 5 years probation. Says April. Page with the flags, flags. Nina, okay, I'm going to call her Shiloh. There you go. That's a pretty name, Nina. That's a very pretty name. Paige, Nina, Bridget, Judah is a name in the Holy Bible. Sounds like a girl's name, but I think it's just the name of a place in the Bible. Page 10. April, Nina, love that name. Norma, what's with the red flags? Page, maybe streamer said 5 years but didn't hear the concurrent part. I'm not sure. Bible, rehab could have been ordered to clean him up as a witness. That's a good possibility. I like that. Damn, Bible, you're thinking outside the box. That's a very good thought. That's a very good thought. Nina, I was thinking Judah to Bridget, but she called it a girl. April, I'm not sure. Either just watched alive and heard what they said. Brenda, Bible, I was thinking the same thing. St. John, baby, Bible, yay. Page, 10 years probation per Google. Norma, that's why. That's why I said it for, but hey, if it's 5, that's fine. Either way, 5 is even worse because 5 is a red flag big time. No doubt about it. Yes, that's what I heard too, April. It's confusing. Bible, I thought Gracie. Yeah, I like Gracie. Is it L? Psychic writer for a boy. Marianne, I'm confused again. Well, they looked it up and they said 5 years, but yeah, inevitably 5 to 10 is still shit for his criminal history and for what he has done, in my opinion. He pleaded guilty to both counts and will receive probation for 10 years. When he is sentenced on September 10, he will set to report to the residential addiction treatment facility on Thursday. Thank you, Psychic Writer. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Brenda, Marianne, Juanita also said that she thought, I don't care, Marianne. Marie, call it Stella. That's why cat's name. Short up for Stella. Don't get me laughing, man. I gotta read through these. Okay, thank you, writer. Norma, Marianne, Nina has a girl pup trying to find a name for her. Decided Shiloh. April, I think they just don't hear the concurrent part. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I am more concerned about DC. Norma, sorry. Paige, psychic writer, thank you. Was there a RO against Callella? Is staying away and or no contact to victims? Didn't hear of any. Not to say there's not. I just didn't hear of any. Norma, Mary, if I misunderstood your message, sorry. Nina, okay, everyone. I'm thinking Judea or Shiloh. Everyone, who you like, Judea or Shiloh? I like Gracie. Oh Lord. Okay, thank you, writer. Psycho writer, thank you. We're there, RO again. Marianne, I'm sorry. Okay, everyone, thank you today. Gracie, yes, Gracie. Norma, Marianne. Brenda, one. All good, Norma. Bridget, I like Delilah too. She was a good woman in the Holy Bible. Well said, Bridget. I had a stud pony named Shiloh, says psychic writer. Norma, my pups are Annabelle, Lady, Duchess of Cookie and Cookie. Oh, that's cute. Cookie. I like that. Madeline, Marie, call it Jen Short, got Genesis. Nina, laughing out loud. Norma, thank you, Marianne. Norma, writer, love that name. Did you ever watch the movie Shiloh? It's a wonderful movie, sad but good. I have seen it. It is a good movie. Norma, yes. Norma, writer. Marie, but does the dog identify as female? That's why it might not be answering. Marianne, Page, hello. Marie, no offense, laughing out loud. I'm just laughing out loud. L, Marie, definitely an interesting topic. Psychic writer, Marie, laughing out loud. I have a cat name that identifies as a dog. St. John's baby, Micah, Malachi, who is like God, Micah. There you go. Everyone wants to be like Mike. Concurrent means together at the same time. Consecutive means following or one after the other. Thank you, Paige. Appreciate that. L, that's okay. I have a dog that identifies as a human. Oh, Lordy mercy. Norma, okay, Paige, thank you. Psychic writer. Marie says, psychic writer, laughing my ass off. No way does it park. Oh, Lord, Nina, Judea is the name. Judea. Judea, come here. Judea. Making me choke. That's a good name. Just don't try screaming it. So do we. Galaxy can actually say love you. Marie L. Nothing my cat identifies as princess. And how ugly sister. Oh my god, dog. I don't know. Me's I don't know. Oh my lord. Oh Brenda. Let's get back on topic, everybody. Marie laughing out loud. I can't wait till Peak gets to his. Oh my lord. April. I'm lost at this point. Stop with the dog names. Oh, L, Marie, laughing out loud. Animals are funny. April, laughing out loud. Me too. Me too, says L. Bible, Shiloh. There it is. Shiloh's it. Shiloh wins the prize. Brenda, April, same here. At least we have fun laughing out loud, without a doubt. Casacious and husband one rode together to work. This is husband seen her badge two. Woman on video sighting on highways. Subjects were wearing different clothes. Could have changed, Doug, on the clothes aspect. Woman on video sighting on highway. That is correct. Uh, Husband rode together to work. Yes, she dropped him off and then went back to get her badge and then came back. And the husband said he saw her going into the gate, not necessarily the work, the gate. Very true. But also stated in that as well that the supervisor says she never showed up to do her work remotely. Laughing my ass off, psychic writer April, because the topic went out the window again. Get it back, everybody. Dog, sorry for going out. You're okay. Just, yeah, let's get it. We got it. But I know what you were talking about. That's why I answered you, my friend. He could have pleaded guilty and told, says Poppy's post. He could have pleaded guilty and then told them a lie. Many crooks plead guilty but still don't tell the truth. Well said, Poppy Post. Click that like, and subscribe. Do me that favor. Good to have you, Poppy. Poppy, hello. And that's very true, without a doubt. Marianne, yes, it did, but it's all good. Nina, Judea, yay, Judea. Bridget, Nina, I like Judea. Yay, Judea. Brenda, Poppy Post. That's very true. Bible, there is the one that cheats on her husband in Tom Jones's song. Oh my God! Now we're going to Tom Jones. Where the hell are we going? Psychic writer. Oh Lord, Nina. Judea comes from the Hebrew. That is true. He does come from the Hebrew. Long time ago, Judea comes from the Hebrew, connected to Judah, and it means land of Judah. Amen. Amen, sister. Bible, LDD, Bridget. Bible, I think I may have got her mixed up with Naomi. Deb, see you all later. Where you going, Deb? Don't go. It's getting funny. Norma, Dee, you had such an amazing day with a lot of laughing. It's great to see. Thank you so much, Norma. I appreciate that. I really don't like laughing too much. I mean, in my whole life, everything's been about serious things. But yeah, thank you. Oh, I have two border collies, ponies, psychic writer, Oleg, Marianne. So getting back to DC, someone asked DC's mother if she had anything to say to the Guthrie family. She said no. Take care, Deb. Deb, it was great having you. Thank you so much. Marianne, yes. Yes. She also said everyone would get the help they need. I don't think Nancy's getting no help, which was strange. Yeah, I don't think Nancy's getting any help. Marianne, wow, said Brenda. Norma, Oleg, those names are so precious. Bridget, Nina, I love the meaning of today. Marianne, I found that. Yeah, very much so, Marianne. Short message. I have a pet raccoon. April, Didi wanted an open topic, and there we are, without a doubt. Hey, have fun, everybody. Marianne, it didn't make sense to me, honestly. Norma, I picked short names. Bible. Marianne. I totally agree with you. That's totally rude, in my opinion, without a doubt, Brenda. No, it didn't. It no, it didn't. L 1985. Norma, April. I love the side of DD. L, Marianne felt like it had a hidden message. It did. It really did. It sounded when you just said it like it definitely had a hidden message. I have Gidget and Gus. L, did you see the guy outside asking about Bitcoin? Yeah, he was on his bicycle with his straw hat saying Bitcoin on his hat. Said he was trying to promote Bitcoin. Bible, Bridget, Marianne, that was weird too, and not a coincidence in my opinion. Norma, Oleg, that is smart idea. I can comprehend to that. Great choice. April, Marianne, the mask and Bitcoin hat. What the hell? L, no way that could have been a coincidence. Everything in this case is a damn coincidence. Marianne, I was wondering if he was DC's friend. Very possible. Very possible. Brenda, L1985, I totally agree with you. L, Marianne, me too. That guy talking about Bitcoin and promoting Bitcoin should have been, like I said earlier, driving or riding a Harley instead of a bicycle. Norma, agree, 1985. L, strange and suspicious. 857 is like, hey, how are you? You too, you too, the security. Says April. Oh lordy. And yeah, 857 said he wants to interview the guy with the straw hat. Psychic writer. She could have at least said she was sorry for what she was going through, or what the family was going through, or what she probably went through, without a doubt. Well said. Well said. She could have at least said that. No doubt about it. L, April, Norma. Oh my God. This has been a really good chat. Click that like, everybody. Share it. Now, everybody, we've been growing. I'm not going to lie. We've been growing like really well. The more people we get in, the more we become a lot smarter, because we hear so many much more opinions from everyone. So pass that in your lives, in your streams, in your chats. Pass that out when you get a chance, because I'm telling you, that's how we're going to grow, and that's our foundation. For me, is strong. Our base is solid. That's not going nowhere, but it's trying to get other people to understand that, you know this, what you guys hear from me is all from the experience that I bring to the table. That's it, my experience. And like Chris said the other day, that is crucial, because that's what you deal when you're dealing in crimes, right? You're dealing with, law enforcement situations and activity. So just keep that in mind. Let everybody know, pass that word around. Brenda, psychic writer, you got that right. This is so sad. She said that. L, one of the guys said they were sorry for what they were going through to the parents. Sleuth, I think, that probably could have responded differently, but I'm sure they were also very upset and out. Yeah, that's true. Very true, L. L of sorts. Annie's in the house. I'm back. Granddaughter and husband came from Virginia. Good to have you back, Annie. Oh, welcome back, Annie. Get those algorithms going, everybody. Click that like, click the hearts, click the emojis, click all that good stuff. Let's get that rhythm going, everybody. Annie says, L, thank you. Brenda, Annie, welcome back. Bible, your experience is still a work. Thank you so much, Bible. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate that, Bible. Thank you. Annie, Brenda, thank you. April, please share DD to other streams. You all make this channel happen, without a doubt. You guys are all, this base is the channel. Remember that. That's not going nowhere. I can see that already. Brenda, Annie, you're very welcome. Brenda with the hugs. So what else do we know? Where's my phone? What else do we know? So we know, I'm going to cover this because I want to make sure I cover this. So Callella, we already said, transmitted and demand for ransom interstate commerce and using a telecommunication device with intent to abuse, threaten, or harass. As part of the plea, he is expected to receive, that was my fault because I said he is expected to receive, he's expected to receive 10 years of probation when he is sentenced. Sentencing has been scheduled for September the 10th. So they're saying it looks like he might get 10 years. He might get 5 years. He didn't get anything yet. Everybody, I want you to understand this. He hasn't got anything yet. Okay? He hasn't got anything yet. All right? Let's be clear. What it's saying is that when he goes to court on September the 10th, that is when the judge is going to accept that plea or not accept it. And if they accept it, that's what he's going to get. That's what I'm reading into this. As part of the plea, meaning plea agreement, plea deal, he is expected to receive 10 years of probation when he is sentenced. Sentencing has begun schedule. Sentencing has been scheduled for September the 10th, 2026. I think that makes a little bit more sense. April's, what was wrong with Nico, please? I think they said he had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest or a heart attack or something like that. Went in for some type of injury, and he had in that injury when they were working on him, he had I think a heart attack, but he's doing much better. They said that's the last word I got, Brenda. Marianne, I am back to square one about the ransom notes. Marianne, Adam was here yesterday. Thank you. Absolutely, Patriot Pride. Always appreciate you, my friend. Oleg, a conviction for harassment using a telecommunication device carries a maximum penalty of 2 years imprisonment, a $250,000 fine, or both, and a 1 year of supervised release. Well said, Oleg. Well said. That's what it says in DA release. There you go, everybody. There you go. Prosecutor said charges stem from text messages sent to the members of the Guthrie family February 4th, including a message asking where they had sent the Bitcoin. Investigators also allege Callella placed a brief 9-second call to the family member. Importantly, today's hearing did not identify did not identify or charge anyone in the underlying disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The case against Callella concerns what authorities describe as a fake imposter ransom. Communications, not the kidnapping itself. Communication, not the kidnapping itself. So that doesn't mean he didn't have any part of the kidnapping, okay? Just means that this is all about the communication of asking for that Bitcoin. Federal Bureau of Investigation said today that the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance remains active. Kidnapping for ransom. Now, even the FBI is calling it an kidnapping for ransom. So if anybody asks you, what are they looking at? FBI is looking at it as kidnapping for ransom investigation. In federal criminal cases, it is common for plea agreements to include a cooperation provision. If a defendant provides substantial assistance to investigators or prosecutors, the government may ask the judge for a reduced sentence. Listen to what I just said. I want you guys to hear that. In federal criminal cases, it is common for plea agreements to include a cooperation provision if a defendant provides substantial assistance to investigators or prosecutors. The government may ask the judge for a reduced sentence. That can happen before sentencing or in some cases even afterwards. Follow me? The plea agreement that has been reported publicly has not disclosed any cooperation regarding the Nancy Guthrie investigation. Prosecutors have not said that Callella has information about Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Of course they're not, because they're not going to tell you when they do. They never tell you what they do. You know why? Because they don't want you to know. That's something you have to really understand that. The FBI has continued to describe him as a person responsible for false ransom communications, not as someone charged in the public linked to kidnapping itself. As of yet, that is correct. That said, there are a few possibilities. Listen to the possibilities, everybody. He may have no information at all about the disappearance. Okay? He may have no information about the disappearance. He may have provided information that investigators are evaluating but have not disclosed. If he were cooperating in a meaningful way, parts of that cooperation could remain confidential while the investigation is ongoing. Do you hear me on that? If he were cooperating in a meaningful way, parts of the cooperation would remain confidential. So if he was working with the feds or is still working with the feds, they're not going to tell you because they're going to keep it confident. Why? Because it's an ongoing case. because the investigation is ongoing. There you go. Because his sentence is scheduled for September the 10th, it's possible that additional information could come out at or before sentencing if prosecutors file documents discussing his cooperation. But it's equally possible that no information will never be made public. So, in other words, they're telling you that, yeah, they could come before or after that they start finding that he's giving them cooperation, but it's equally possible that they won't. In other words, you may or may not find out, but you're not going to know what the feds are doing. You are not going to know what the feds are doing. Why? Because they don't want you to know. They don't want anybody to know because it compromises the case. So while accepting a plea deal can be associated with cooperation in federal cases, there's currently no public indication that Callella is cooperating in the Nancy Guthrie investigation or that his plea wasn't conditional on providing such assistance. So basically what they're telling us is, what they're saying is, we don't know a damn thing. Okay? We don't know anything. The feds are not going to tell us anything. By saying, that's like saying, well, it could be, or it might not be. It can be, or it isn't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to read between the lines because that's very important. All right? That's very, very important. So the idea that he is not working with the feds, we don't know. The idea that he didn't cop to a plea deal, we don't know. The idea that he didn't get a reduced sentence, we don't know. Because it could be yes or no. Because the feds are not going to tell you. That's everything that I got. That's exactly what I wanted to convey. This whole hearing was just about the communication. It was just about him literally asking for the Bitcoin. That's it. That's all it was about. It wasn't about anything else. He crossed state lines by asking for the Bitcoin. That's what he's being basically looked at. As far as the ransom and Nancy, they say he hasn't been looked at for that, but it doesn't mean that he hasn't given information about that. You follow me? He could have worked a plea deal or he could have not worked. Everything is like maybe, no, maybe yes, maybe no, maybe yes. We don't know a damn thing. So really, what did this come out to say? That this man is being charged right now, or let me rephrase that this man is going to be charged on the 10th if the judge accepts whatever plea deal that they worked out, whether it's 10 years, 5 years, whatever, okay, they're going to sentence him for that. That doesn't mean he's out of the fire with the case against Nancy. Doesn't mean that at all. Okay, because he could be working with them. We're not going to know. I hope that's as clear as I can make it. Tell me you guys understand that, please. Nico, it's okay. They think he went into the arrest due to a lengthy surgery. I'm just at the point that if it feels like we have gone so far backwards with the Nancy case, it's frustrating, says Al. Thank you for the update on Nico. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, April. April, Nico had cardiac arrest during soldier surgery. Yes. He posted on Facebook yesterday. He will, and says it was from being put under the surgery trauma. Oh, Oleg says, yes, we need to look elsewhere now. No, I'm not looking elsewhere. I'm just keeping my eyes and ears in tune with what's going on because I'm telling you, it's not that he's out of this or not out of this. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, that's just what I'm reading, everything that I've read. That's what it's telling me. April, thank you for the update. Too many pain meds. Anesthesia. In my opinion, says April. April, you are welcome, L. And Brenda, L. Agree, Oleg. Paige, Marianne, did you have no profile picture in Patriots Pride last night? So I did not know that was you because they have more Marianne's than you. Like the live stream, everybody, says Kara. Welcome in, Kara. Good to have you. April, thank you, Kara, for being here. Marianne Page, yes, I was on my computer laughing out loud. L, thank you very much, Kara. I saw Marianne on her computer today. Yes. And April was trying to figure out her computer today. No doubt. Kara, you are awesome. Marianne, yes, I was charging my phone and after 3 years I looked up my computer and it was in storage. April, L, it happens, surgery scary. L, yeah, they're not going to tell us regardless. But I still feel he is just a troubled young man using who was messing around and hoping for money. It's a good point, L. I can totally agree with that. I can totally agree with that. That's a very good point. Paige, so Marianne, do you have multiple profiles then? Just curious. L, thank you, April. Kara, it's a boy dog. Caleb, Faithful, I like that. Faithful is a good name. Doug, each phase provides information. The charges that the plea, the recommendation, the sentencing. Does everything align or is there a discrepancy? One can speculate the conditions of events without a doubt. Well said, Doug. Annie, it sure is, DD. It's crazy. Paige, I cannot give any memberships this month. I'm sorry, I lied. Marianne, I don't think so, Paige. Like I said, I just looked up my computer after 3 years. Dog, what they don't tell us, just as revealing. So, what we are told, narrative control. Exactly. That's how they're doing. I don't know really. Honestly, I guess it was just something new. We were hearing something. Somebody was going to court for something that happened during the case of the Nancy Guthrie going missing. And in this case, it was a communication between Callella and the son-in-law and daughter. But the idea is that really, we didn't really hear anything. We don't know anything. We only know that, but we don't know anything as to how far this goes or what role he plays. Page budget will not allow any gift memberships this month, and it's beyond my control. You're fine, Paige. Don't worry. Marianne, you are fine, Paige. Kara, dog name, Pax, Latin for peas. Pas. I got you. Paige, Marianne, L, no worries, Paige. You are here to support DD. That is what counts the most. Well said, L. Marianne, Page, Kara, dog named Jordan. Brenda, L1985, you got that right. Annie Bruno, bless him. I hope he gets well soon. Without a doubt. April, L1 agree is troubled, but the connection is fact to T band. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. April, well said. Marianne, I know people don't really watch psychics, but I watched one that helped find 7 people, and in her reading, she is getting a cousin involved. Interesting, Marianne. Interesting. If that starts to develop even more, please let us know. It's not. I don't necessarily listen to psychics, but I tell you what, at this point, we're trying to hear all information from everyone and see where it goes. Bible, I always figured DC was a user and was high when he mistakenly called the family. Now I know he's a user, says Bible, without a doubt. That's a good point. April, I'm still hoping to see proof that I think I need to go back and watch some streamers because I might have missed some stuff. Well said, El. It's always good to go back, no doubt about it. Kara, a dog named Asher. Paige, I already told you all from my experience exactly what happened to DC, and he please change an extra light of sentencing yesterday. Plus, I did again earlier today. L, Marianne, who is that, please? Ole, Callella has a huge YouTube channel. Got you. Well, yeah, because he's in a band, he would have to try to promote himself. No doubt about it. That's a good point, Oleg. Oleg, he does. Bible, page, Oleg, one video and 6 subs. That's an angry dog. One video and 6 subs. Okay, sorry guys. Oh, you guys making me laugh. Don't get me going, please. The person asking about dogs' names is not in the chat at the moment. Got you. L. Oleg, Page, Bible, H Z, Hi, Lake Live. I'm back for now. Daniel Kidd messing with a butcher knife. Beats sneaky how he gets to pay the price. Well said, Lake Fire. Oh, I'm sorry, Lake Life. Oh, Lake Life, thank you. Her name is Another Realm. Another Realm. L 1985. Thank you. Another Realm. Thank you, Marianne. Damn, says Lake Fire. Annie, dog name. Shalimar. Oleg. And it's poor video at that. Stop, Oleg. You're getting me laughing, man. And it poor video at that, says Ole. Thank you, Marianne. Lake Live, big hugs. You got it. Brenda, Norma, hello, Kara. Nina has already found a name, Shiloh. She decided. Thank you, Kara, for helping, though. Kara, Annie, yes. Shalimar, nice. Oh, my God, Ole. Oh, Lord. Annie. Oh, my Lord. Hey, is the person asking you for dog names? Nina is not in the chat anymore right now. She's not. She left already. Oh my Lord, Norma, Kira, Love, Alley Cat, Tennessee. I'm sorry, I got kicked off. I was driving. Oh God, Lake Life. He needs he needs the hug, Brenda, because he is probably gonna get whooped when they get home. Brenda, Double Dog, any word on the mixed DNA yet? Yet, please. No, none yet. No new word yet on the Brenda. I'm telling you, that's still got however long they had that. It's going to be anywhere from 6 months to a year before we hear anything. So, yeah, please, you know, don't stay underwater too long because, yeah, you get my point. It's going to be literally 6 months to a year before we hear anything, somewhere in there. Devil Dog, Marianne. Okay, off topic. I am so sick of hearing about the big wedding. No doubt about it. Me too, Marianne. Welcome back, Ellie Cad, Norma, Kara. Click that like, everybody. Click that like. Get those algorithms going. Click them hearts. Norma, Kara, Brenda, Elizabeth, big hugs. Hello, Elizabeth. Oleg, hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, hello from UK. Good to have you, Elizabeth Jones. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. If you like the live, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are a subscriber, be a member. Here we all have an opinion, and everyone's opinion matters. Alley Cat, April, hi, Elizabeth. Thank you, Brenda, says Elizabeth. Lake Life, 16 and dumb as a box of rocks. He knows better. Oh, Lordy mercy. Elizabeth says, who is getting hitched? Oh, that Travis Kelsey and what's her name? How can you not remember her name? It's oh God, help me out, somebody. I went brain dead there. Travis Kelsey and the singer, the big singer. Oh God, Taylor Swift. Thank you so much, my Lord. I can't believe it. You can't even think. Yes, we can, Kara. 100. All wonderful names. Thank you. Taylor Swift. Thank you, Marianne. Norma Yepper Way. Elizabeth, thank you for a lovely welcome. You're very welcome, Elizabeth. That's how we roll in here. There is no drama here in this channel. L, Marianne, I'm tired of hearing about it too, laughing out loud. Brenda, my husband and I are renewing our vows in October. Congratulations, Brenda. Congratulations to you and your husband. Amen. Amen. Alley Cat, Dee Dee's laugh. Oh, Alley Cat, Taylor Swift. Okay, Cat, Taylor Swift. Elizabeth, Taylor Swift. Damn it, enough with Taylor Swift. Norma, Marianne, yuck. I wouldn't name my hamster that name. Lake Live. Congratulations, Brenda. Amen. Awesome. Marianne, laughing out loud. Norma, Ole. Two people refused to invite Kate and William. Oh, Brenda, sorry, my husband just said we are renewing our vows on April 16th, 2027. Congratulations anyway. Amen. Tell him congratulations for us, without a doubt. Norma, oh, Brenda, congratulations. I am so happy for you all. Brenda, Lake Life, thank you. Elizabeth, I never heard about it. I'm in Scotland. Oh, Lordy mercy. That's all we hear about over here, Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming. Remember that? Stanford and Son. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming. Sanford and Son. Norma, 1985. I second that. Norma, you, Brenda, hugs, late, life. You welcome. Damn it, boy. We are caught up, everybody. Woo. L, 1985. Brenda. Yes, yes. It's been great. Elizabeth. Uh-huh. Marianne, oh, they just showed a picture of the people that climbed the Empire State Building, and it isn't Kiki laughing out loud, Marianne. Norma, I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. I'm a coming, Elizabeth. I'm a coming. Doug, another block comment censorship. Harris, 4-year-old, South Carolina, awareness. Comment censorship. Wow, you always get those rough ones, Doug. No doubt. Marianne, I busted out laughing when JLR said that. Brenda, we have a cousin that's a preacher. He's doing our wedding. That is awesome. Elizabeth, you're welcome, Norma. Doug, you weren't blocked. You were hacked. You were hacked. You were hacked with a hatchet. Oh, Lord of mercy. This has been a good live, everybody. This has been a great live. Oh, without a doubt. YouTube blocks it. Doug, YouTube blocks it all the time. Damn it, YouTube. Stop it. Let the man speak, for God's sake. Oh, Lordy. Well, this has been awesome. No doubt about it. Just keep sharing the streams. All I can tell you, when you want more numbers, let me know. I'll give you some more numbers where we stand, but we are growing. That's no doubt. Brenda Devil Dog, you got that right. Enough of Taylor Swift, without a doubt. Oh, Lordy Jesus. Brenda says, I sure will, Devil Dog. Thank you. Hey, what about the USA winning the first time in like 40 years that they went to the Sweet 16 round? Literally in soccer. It's awesome. It's one thing when we play as a country, like in the Olympics or like in the FIFA tournament, man, I am all about USA for soccer. Thank you, DD, and beautiful day. It has been glorious day. Love it. God bless every one of you. Hugs. See you all in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, guys. I will have something ready to go, hopefully, and we will continue this awesome conversation with something else. But yeah, just so before you leave, Norma, hang on a second before you leave. Elizabeth, congratulations. Before you guys leave, remember, what did we learn today about what Callella in his plea deal What did we learn about how this fits in the narrative with Nancy Guthrie? We know that he went ahead and agreed to a plea deal of 5 to 10 years, depending who you talk to, literally. And that's if the judge on September the 10th accepts that and not reject it. Because the judge can do whatever he wants to do as far as that goes. What did we learn as far as is Callella talking to the feds? We don't know. We really don't know if he is or not. So the idea that this is going to say that he's not talking to the feds, ludicrous. This is going to say that he's not talking to the feds or he is talking, ludicrous. We just don't know. We don't know. So our opinions really do matter, all of us in here. So I say that because of the fact that this really wasn't anything that we were going to get a lot of information from. There was no trial. There was no, he plays to this charge and this charge and this charge, and he's going to do this, this, and this, and yada, yada. And even if he did work with the feds or he didn't, we're never going to know. They're not going to tell us because that would destroy a lot of their integrity of the case. They're not going to jeopardize his life or anybody else's. That's just how it works. So I just want you guys to be clear with that. Know that. Okay. Nothing really was new here. What he got charged with was a communication asking for ransom or asking for money fraudulently. That's what all that was done here. And is he involved in Nancy? We don't know. Is he not involved with Nancy? We don't know. So none of our ideas, none of our thoughts really have been answered about what his role is. All we know is on this communication deal, he was literally charged, or he wasn't charged. They worked a plea deal on September the 10th. The judge will either accept it and then they'll go from there. That's all we know. So really, did we really gain any, honestly, knowledge? No. Because even if he was working with the feds, we were never going to hear that. Either which way, we were never going to hear that. So I want you guys to really think outside that box because that's exactly what we got today. Zero. That's it. It's zero. So just think when you hear people, when you go on the channels and you hear people talking, understand that. We don't know anything really because they're not going to tell us. Okay? I just want to make sure you guys really get that point because that's what I wanted you guys to hear. Elizabeth, did he come out eventually or was it hushed away out a back door? I think he didn't come out in the front, I don't think. I think the streamers waited for him, but he never came out the front. I can't stop laughing. April made me scream. Perfectly Me. Hey, everyone. Good to have you, Perfectly Me. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I did learn dog names today, though. No shit about that. We learned a hell of a lot of dogs. Thank you, everyone. You got it right, Paige. Norma, hello, Perfectly. Elizabeth, hi, Perfectly. Psychic writer, Elizabeth. 5 per count. He had 2 counts. So 10 years plus rehab. Marianne, laughing out loud, Paige. Marianne, where you at? Marianne, God, I hate when this thing skips. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, here we go. Double Dog, this was awesome live. Yes, it was, Brenda. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it with all of you. Dee Dee, you're going to cover Taylor Swift wedding. That shit ain't happening in April. That is not happening. Oh, my Lord. I think that's when I'll take a nap. Marianne, no, April. Norma, please, no, April. Brenda, no, please, April. Elizabeth, did he come out eventually or I think he was just literally like out of sight, out of mind. I can't stop laughing, April. Oh, hello, Perfectly. Hello, thank you, Psychic. Zero trust in justice. I can understand that, Elizabeth, without a doubt. I hope I live to see the case on Dateline, right? Well said, Bible. Analyze says we got another wild card, period. Without a doubt. No, well said, Doug. Norma, okay, DD, thank you. 100%. You got it. See you guys tomorrow night. Paige, Dateline, Backdoor, Marion, Elizabeth. I think it was in the cop van. L, I kind of said this is morning. I had a strong feeling it would be a nothing burger, and that's all it was, L, was a nothing burger. Brenda, if it's the extortion for the Bitcoin, from the Guthrie family, and he might be singing like a jailbird. He is. Very well could be. That's the whole point. We really didn't learn anything, guys. Probably really won't know anything until, well, we probably even September the 10th when they accept it or not. We're still probably not going to know anything in that time, at least from him where he stands. Because once again, the FBI is not going to tell us anything. They don't do that. They never do that. April, DD is like I am, not even looking at the comment. Laughing L. Oh my Lord. All right, everybody. Good to have you all. Thank you for being here. Be here tomorrow morning at 9. We'll figure something of what we can go ahead and go over. Um, and yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody's help, everybody's contributions, everybody who has given. All of you, from Buttercups to April to everybody. Thank you so much. Cali Girl Cali Girl, appreciate that. Everything you guys have given, every one of you, Groundsky, everyone. Thank you very much for building this channel. You guys are the reason we're growing. And make no mistake, we are growing. We are growing. That's a fact. I can tell you because I know the numbers. That's a fact. So come into the live, pass the word. You want to have your opinion heard. You want to go ahead and get your point across. By all means, come to the channel because here, everybody's opinion matters because you all matter. Appreciate all of you. Thank you all for being here. Please click the like before you get out of the channel. Devadal, thank God you're not covering it. No, Brenda, not covering it at all. Interesting, Doug. Where Doug, what he said, because it would be interesting. Doug said, just for your information, the FBI's Red Book program that tracks crypto was hacked in April. Oh, wow. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that info. The Red Book program that tracks crypto was hacked in April. Interesting. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that information, my friend. Thank you all. Oleg, night, everybody. God bless you, everybody. Thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow at 9. With that, we'll figure it out. We will always figure it out. You know why? Because it's all common sense, everybody. It's all common sense. Simplify, everybody. Doug says, Red Hook. Red Hook. Got you. God bless everybody.